Hey, what is up, artists and art fans? Thank you guys for tuning in to the only spot where we talk to your favorite artists about the trade tools and tips. I'm your host, Zim Zimma, and you guys are on Chatting with Zim. This is, welcome to episode 55, guys. Today we have a returning guest. Pretty awesome. You might remember him from episodes number 39. He's all the way from Buffalo, New York. He's a beast of an artist, and I think we're definitely gonna have a lot to catch up on. So I present to you guys James Sullivan, aka Sketching the Beast. There he is, the man himself. Let's go ahead and bring him into this cave of wonders here. Also, I've been lately been remodeling my room a little bit, so yeah, it's actually gonna be from this side now, so you guys are gonna have my best side here. There we go. James, what's popping, bro?
What's going on, Jim?
Not much, man, not much.
Word. Give me a second here. Sorry, just adjusting the cam.
No, yeah, you and I both, man.
I got just like this really stupid little camera dongle thing, and it's just weird.
I was my mom-in-law. She was in the hospital, so I was just talking to her, trying to set up. And, yeah, we're good.
Word, dude.
She's good. We're good. Everyone's good.
That's good, man. It's good to hear.
Yeah. Little shout out to Vinny D, the Young Wolf, and Abe Duenas. And Rowan _art. You guys get the first shout outs first in the chat room, just how we like it.
Nice. Gutter baby, what's up?
Gutter baby in the house as well. Holy, as my mom says, holy moly.
Nice.
Yeah. She also just came from Mexico yesterday. She was she was out there. We had my grandma passed a couple weeks ago, so
Sorry to hear that, man.
and it happens, man. I'm just glad she's in a better place and she lived a good life. So
Yeah, I feel you.
yeah, man. That's the way I want to see it.
Word.
Yeah. But enough about that, man. More about yourself. You situated there, bro?
Yeah, I guess as good as I'm gonna get for right now. This stand sucks, but it's okay. But yeah, man, I'm good. It's good to be back on the show. Thank you for having me again.
No, man, and thanks again for actually wanting to be on again.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, I had a blast last time, so yeah, why not, right?
Yeah, for sure, dude. And yeah, man, we like I said, I've been doing a lot of redecorating. Maybe if I were to move this stuff, you definitely see some shelves up there.
All right.
Some figures. This wall here, it's a nice little wall. This is actually going to be a bunch of all like my artwork that I've been getting from people.
Oh, cool.
So I'm gonna plaster it all up against the wall, just to, and eventually I'll probably end up having my background there when I do the shows, but that's neither here nor there.
Word up, dude. That's awesome.
Thanks, Gutter Baby. Thank you very much. So, man, how's this COVID art life?
I gotta say, at first I was scared, and like everything was just like crazy, and I didn't expect what happened to happen, but like it seemed like with everybody staying at home, people were actually like, and people missing out on conventions and stuff. It actually seems like I've actually gotten a lot busier.
Oh wow!
Yeah, like it's crazy. I've actually kind of put myself out there a little more lately, and yeah, I mean, I don't know, 7 or 8 commissions deep right now, and I got to start working on that this week. And I'm just, it's shocking. I mean, I don't know if it's because of the stimulus or you know what I mean. I don't know, but yeah, I've just gotten so busy, and I've also been having a lot of fun with a lot of the artists that have been doing live streams, because like it seems like that's what we're all doing right now is going live and hanging out with people via video chat and stuff. So I've just been having a whole blast. You know, I tell my friends all the time that I was I was a recluse before it was cool.
Word. Do you follow Joe Tolliver?
Yeah, with his comics chat he's been doing.
Yeah. So that's pretty cool, man. I've been shouting him out, trying to as much as I can. You know, I don't really do the whole Facebook thing. How about yourself?
I actually am. I'm mostly on Facebook, believe it or not.
Oh, wow.
Instagram, I don't know what it is. I just don't like. People don't respond as well on Instagram to my stuff, and I don't know if it's because I have a fake following or what it is. I don't know, but yeah, actually, mostly Facebook, and I'm really into the Facebook communities, like the groups and stuff. So I'm like, I don't know, I'm in like 10 or 11 or something like that.
Oh,
something
wow.
insane amount of communities. I probably actively participate in about 3 of them, but it's a nice place to go for, you know, just getting your name out there.
Oh, for sure.
But,
I mean, I've never really had any luck with that with Facebook, you know. So I'm like, let me move over here to Instagram, and then it took off from here. So I'm like, I'll just stay here. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's cool, man. Yeah, you gotta find your market, I guess. Really, is what it comes down to.
I think so, man. It's just too much for me, dude. I need a secretary, bro.
Yeah, I'm right there with you, dude. I asked my wife the other day. I was like, hey, you know, I'm just so busy right now. Can you like help me like figure out how to do my commission list? I've never actually had to worry about this before. Like usually I've had like 1 or 2 commissions at a time. I've never had this many commissions all at once. So she's like, yeah, sure. I'll print you out a schedule and I'll tell you what to do every week. That's fine. No different than usual, right?
No. Happy wife, happy life, they say, right?
Yeah, true that.
Yeah, man. Nah, dude. So,
But
so that's pretty cool, man. I mean, I would recommend just going with do an Excel file, dude.
yeah, I've been using I usually use Google Sheets and I track it that way.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, now I'm already behind the curve because I haven't so I got I put a sale out there for my comic blanks, July 3rd or whatever, before July 4th, and I was $40 for a comic blank, and yeah, it's one of them I did recently. That one sold, and yeah, I got
Oh, that's
I don't
bad.
know.
That's badass.
Yeah, I got. Thank you. I got I got 5 or 6 commissions just off of that. I was like, whoa. I was shocked. I was blown away that people responded so well to that sale.
Yeah, for sure, dude.
That's my first comic blank I've ever done ever. I've never drawn on a comic before. I've always been too scared to draw on a comic because I'm one of those. I'm a collector.
Ah,
Thank you. Abuenas. If I'm saying that right.
Abe Duenas.
Abuenos.
Yeah.
But yeah, I've always been too scared because I'm a collector, and I just was always like, ooh, if I draw on it and I ruin it, I won't have it anymore, right? So I'm just like, the other day I was like, you know what? I was like, I have 7 of these blanks now. I'm just like, if I ruin one, it's not a big deal.
Yeah,
So
okay.
now I'm finally broken into that market.
No, that's pretty awesome, dude. And $40, that's not a bad price, dude, for a commission.
Yeah, I didn't think so. Now I'm regretting it a little bit. I'm like, maybe I was a little too cheap.
Yeah, I mean, And you know, let's just get into it now. I mean, last time we were on, we were talking about prices and how you were starting from the bottom. You know, have they increased since the last time?
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah, definitely. I last time we chatted, I was sort of similar situation, but for sketch cards, I had a sale on sketch cards, and people were going nuts over it. So maybe that's gonna be my thing, is people just go nuts over my crazy sales. But yeah, I mean, yeah. So now I've had to raise my prices a little bit,
Sweet.
to the point where I feel a little more comfortable with the workload that I've been getting. So especially with working a full time gig and all that jazz.
Oh yeah. No, that's definitely.
So the thing that sucks is I wish I could do this full time, but yeah, just for now I'm only part time.
Man, we're getting there, dude. You know, it's
Yeah, dude.
baby steps and one step at a time. What's that?
Yeah,
one song?
definitely, dude.
Put one leg in front of the other.
Yeah,
You know?
yeah. If you want to go old school.
Yeah. If she don't know that reference, she's too young for you, bro. You know,
Yeah,
it's one of
real.
those, you know.
True that, dude. That's funny. Talk about a classic Christmas movie.
Right? Put one leg in front of the other.
The other.
I don't know why that came to my head, man. But oh well.
Hey, I feel you.
Oh, so that's dope. What about your sketch cards? You said you still doing them though?
I am still doing them. So really cool. I just joined a new community. I don't know, like a couple weeks ago, and they do like custom sketch cards. So they'll create a huge batch of, like, I don't know, they'll pick like a theme. They'll create like a huge batch of them, and then sell them to the artists in the group. And so the current theme is what is it? I think it's 90s theme. So you draw, like, obviously characters from the 90s and stuff. So yeah, I'm hoping to get a batch of those soon, so I can actually break into this, to the sketch card market, and maybe send a couple over to what's that company?
Not Marvel?
Wow.
Upper Deck?
Yes, Upper Deck. Yeah, that's what it is. It was on the tip of my tongue. I was like, what is it?
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I've heard mixed feelings about that, man. I heard that one, the pay is not that good, but on the opposite side, of the spectrum, I mean, it's Marvel, so you got that on your list. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and I feel like that's a good way to break into the market, especially if you're unsure if that's like a way you want to go. I mean, obviously, I can't talk from experience yet, but I feel like if you can meet their expectations and meet their deadlines at the same time, you know what I mean? That's like one step in the right direction. That way, you know what to expect when you do finally decide to jump into the comic book market. You know what I mean? And try to apply for, like, one of the big three, or even an indie developer, or indie publisher. Sorry.
Yeah. Developer. That's that IT world right there talking, man.
Yeah. I've been building scripts all day. That's all it's on my mind.
That's pretty cool, though.
But
No, yeah, man. I wanted to do that. I know Josh Queen, if you're not familiar with him here, Josh Queen CRL. I think when I first started chatting with him, he was my first interviewee, and he was barely breaking into the Upper Deck. I think he had like 50 or 60 cards he had to go in under a month. I was like, holy crap! I'm like, that's a deadline, dude.
Yeah, dude, that's insane.
Yeah,
that's a lot of cards. I mean,
yeah, dude.
There are days where, like, somebody asks me to do a sketch card, and they're like, "Yeah, just do this character," and they have no real, like, direction they want to go on. And there are days where I'm just, like, redrawing the same card 5 times. It's like, oh, I don't like that. I don't like that. Oh, I don't like that. And it's one of those things too. Like, that's the hardest part is as an up and coming artist, is you have to have a certain level of quality, because you're holding yourself you got to hold yourself to a certain level of quality, because otherwise, you know what I mean? Like, if you rush it and your quality is poo, and you know what I mean? Like, that just shows that's what your quality is. So it's like, it's one of those things where it's tough sometimes with, even like with just sketch cards. Like, it takes me like a whole day to do one sketch card just because I'm redrawing it 5 times. You know what I mean?
Wow. And what is it that you use for sketch cards? Do you buy the ones that are already kind of like pre-made, or do you just do your own, cut them out?
So I do a little bit of both. I don't have any sketch card commissions right now. Hopefully I will soon. Maybe I'll run another sale on them or something. But so yeah, I'm buying that batch from that Facebook group that I'm in. But I have been actually making my own out of Bristol board that I have laying around from like forever ago that I've never used, which I was going to use to make my comic book. But yeah, I just chop it up, and it's just 2.5 by 3.5 inches, and I got a nice little cutting board, you know.
Yeah, for sure. That's cool, man. How's the family?
Family is good. We've been all been very healthy, and you know, we're blessed to be able to say that. But we've been, you know, doing what we're supposed to do, staying inside, staying home.
Sweet, man. Man, there's a lot I want to talk to you about, man. I heard I think that was your baby boy in the background.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, he's a cutie. He's getting to that age now where he's like, you know, he's really interacting with you, and you know, he's climbing on stuff, and you know, it's cute because he just like go yay, and he claps, and it's fun. It's just fun to watch. He's adorable. Yeah.
Let's see. What about your OC stuff, man? Any updates on that?
So yes, actually, so I haven't officially put anything down on paper yet, but I have decided that I'm going to start blocking out a little bit of time. I'm going to work on one of my things that I've been wanting to do that I've done since high school, and that was my one comic book, One Man Death and Devil. So I finally decided to put down some time for that, and I'm gonna try to submit it to Webtoons actually.
Oh, cool.
I think it's gonna be more like a slice of life kind of comic, you know.
Yeah. I remember you were talking about that. You're talking about that, and you were also mentioned Circuit.
Yeah. So my other character, Circuit. Yeah, no movement on that yet. I'm still kind of hashing out some details on how I want to do it, but right now I've just so busy that I haven't even had time to even think about it.
No, man, I know exactly how that goes. You know, it's bouncing between you know, full-time gig, the show, trying to get as much art as I can out there, and being a father. You know, it's
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I'm telling you, I need a secretary.
Yeah, I'm right there with you, dude. Right there with you, man. Yep. Yeah, I gotta keep it up, man. Gotta keep up the grind.
For real.
That's what it is. I mean, I watch a lot of artists on Facebook once in a while. You know, I'll be working at work and you know just working on something, and I'll have something playing in the background. Some of my artist friends, and they're just like, you know, it's a grind. That's what it is. I mean, one guy, one of the guys I follow, William Russell. He's really good. Check him out if you haven't. He always does live streams like almost like every day. But he's finally gotten to the point where he can make a career out of being an artist. So he's a full-time artist.
Oh, nice.
And it's kind of cool to listen to his story transition from part-time artist to full-time artist and the job he had before and all the other jazz and just some of the things that he goes through, because it's it's like one of those things some things you don't think about until obviously you get there, right? But okay. Yeah, he's pretty inspirational.
Yeah, he's Ladomir 12.
Yes, okay. Yeah. Yeah, not as heavy on Instagram as he probably could be, but
I'll definitely reach out to him, man.
yeah, dude, check him out. He's pretty cool. He's a cool
Yeah,
guy too.
yeah. Just looking at that's what I forgot to do, man. I was gonna look into some of these people, and I'll do it. You know, it's just comes with the time, man. I'm telling you, time management, people.
Yeah, I feel you, dude. And yeah, and that's one of those things. It's like, so before, I was like, last time we talked, I was finally getting serious, and now I'm finally feeling like I have to step it up a level finally because I'm just listening to all these artists. Like yesterday, what was it? Yesterday was Sunday. Yeah, David Finch was talking on his live stream, and he was talking about. I mean, he always talks about how he transitioned and all that other stuff, and what you got to do, and it's really you just got to do it. Make the time if you want to make it happen. You got to make it happen. No one else is going to make it happen, but except for yourself.
Yeah, it's funny you say that because my cousin, he was on last week, Delatorre Comics, and
Yeah, watch a little bit of that.
Yeah, I was telling him, I'm like, what's one of your advices, and he says, just do it. I think what was the guy's name he talked about? He was a Hispanic artist. I can't remember his name, something Hernandez, but that was his motto. It's just do it. And,
Yeah, just do it.
Yeah, definitely. And it's easier said than done, dude. I'll tell you.
Oh, I'm right there with you. Like, and it's so easy to fall into that like pattern even before. You know what I mean? Like, so there are days and weeks where I'm just like, I just don't want to do it. I'm just gonna take a break, and it's so easy to just fall back into that and fall back into that, and I'm a natural, what's the word I'm looking for? Lazy person, I guess. But, I'm naturally lazy at like almost everything. I always find the easiest way out. And sometimes like with art, there almost really isn't an easy way out. You can, draw all day to your heart's content, but there really isn't an easy way out. You just got to go through,
Yeah. And being a family man, how is it that you balance your time as far to accomplish these things, man?
Yes, procrastinator. Thank you. But yeah, honestly, it's difficult. It really is. I'm very thankful to have such a supporting wife that I have. She's super supportive of what I want to do. So I mean, she really picks up a lot when it comes time to grind. So like she'll watch the kid or whatever, and I try to spend as much time as I can with him, and I usually try to make it a point to at least come home and hang out for a little bit before I go do stuff. Like if I have to go shopping that day or something, maybe I'll spend a little less time doing artwork, or vice versa. If I don't have to do it, I'll set up a time. She's not super crazy about me sitting there watching David Finch for 2 hours on Sunday nights, but it has been a lot of fun. And actually, I've already just these past 3 weeks of him doing his live streams on Sunday. I feel like I've actually gained a lot of knowledge and experience just from drawing what he's been drawing.
Yeah. No, and that's definitely one way to take in just that I wouldn't say experience, but just information, dude. I usually tend myself to see a lot of Jim Lee. I find myself going back to seeing a lot of Todd McFarlane. I think that guy, just marketing wise, I think he's fucking genius.
Oh yeah.
I mean, it's not that he's genius, but he says it himself. It's like, hey, this is stuff that I wanted, as far as figures being detailed and stuff. And you just got to go out there and be a trendsetter. There's nothing cool about it. You want cool toys? Go make cool toys, So,
Yeah.
Man, that usually gets me going, man.
I do really want to. I really want to get my hands on that Spawn, but I think it's a
that
little
new
too
one,
much
right?
money. Yeah, the one that he just kickstarted. That one's sick.
Oh, wait. Because there's a couple of them. There's one that came out, I think it's at about $20-$25 range. It's
Oh, really?
it's a Mortal Kombat, the newest Mortal Kombat release
Oh,
one.
yeah.
And
Yeah, that one was cool.
that one's dope, dude.
Dude, I want to play it. That game looks so sick. Off topic for a second. Watching the videos of the like final kill scenes for all those, or the people when they enter, that game just looks so awesome and sick and hilarious. I want to get it so bad.
No, it does, dude. And it's like me. I stopped playing games when my daughter was born. She's 8 now, you know, and I'm slowly starting to get back into it. But at this point, I'm like, man, I am just gonna wait till PS. I'm a PlayStation guy, so I'm just gonna wait till PlayStation 5 drops. You know what I mean?
There you go. Yeah. I feel you. Yeah, I feel you. Hey, Seven is life. What's going on, man?
Yes, Seven's in the house. Neon, Alone, Stefano.
What's going on, guys?
Matt Art, what's going on, everyone? Thanks for joining.
Yeah, thanks for tuning in, guys.
Yeah, dude. No. So it's like I want to get back into it. I'm just not gonna drop. What is it? $300 on a PS4 and then go to a 5. I'm okay.
Right. I know. The new one coming out soon. Yeah.
That Spider-Man game, where I was this close to actually buying the PS4 just so I could play it, man.
I actually did buy a PlayStation just to play that game. I'm not gonna lie. It's awesome. I mean, I would recommend it if you do make the jump. I would recommend the game.
Cool. Yeah,
I would definitely recommend it.
I'm definitely gonna have to play that now.
Yeah, that's why like when I do play video games, is I try I play Call of Duty most of the time because I can pick it up for 10 minutes if I need to and drop it after 10 minutes if I need to. You know what I mean? Like just play a match and then be over with it. Because you do need a little you time too. There's no way around it. Like
Yeah, for sure. Just getting back into this, just the updates and stuff. I remember the last time you said something about Apocalypse DJ. A character that they wanted you to drop. Did you ever finish that, or did you ever do that for them?
No. I ended up. Yeah, no. I've just been so swamped with like commissions and stuff. I haven't even taken a second to do that. Funny enough, though, that guy still follows me and he still does like my stuff.
Oh, cool.
So I mean, maybe it's not one of those things that's over. I could probably do it at some point. I'm sure he understands that I'm a busy guy too.
Oh yeah. And unless he's paying you, then he'll
yeah, right. Yeah, I mean it's good exposure, but at the same time, it's like I'm getting to that point right now as it is.
And this is I couldn't find the ink version, but here's the. Oh no, I can't zoom in on that.
Oh yeah, I wanted to post that today.
That Silver Surfer, man. Jeez.
Yeah, dude. That's from last night's. That's from last night's David Finch's live stream. I mean, I did my own. So I took a slightly different route for the metallic-y look.
Mm-hmm.
Don't get me wrong. I think his way of doing it is probably way better than mine, but I just like the way mine turned out.
No, it's great. It looks dope. Great pose. I saw some of the inking. I did see some video on it, and it looked pretty dope, dude.
Yeah.
You're definitely gonna have to add just a little bit of color on him just to bring out that silver a little more. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So I did. I haven't gotten a chance to post it yet, but I'll post it afterwards, and you can check it out. I did do a little grayscale color on it, and yeah, it really made it pop. I still got to do the background, but I definitely did a little color on Silver Surfer.
Excuse me. Yeah, and that's another thing that I've actually wanted to talk to you about. When it comes down to colors, I also saw you caved in, man, and you picked up them comics, man.
Oh, I did. I caved. Yes. Yeah. So I got I had a coupon for Michaels for 50% off, and
Oh,
I was like, you know, ooh, that's really tempting. I was like, you know, maybe I'll buy the small pack and just try them out. And then, you know, I talked to my wife about it, and she's like, you know what, just go for it, buy the big pack. And I was like, all right, yeah. So I bought them. So the only thing that I don't like is that I thought I had bought the sketch pack. Turned out I bought the classics. So they don't have that nice brush nib on them. But, I mean, I've been having a lot of fun with them. I mean, they do actually blend really well, a lot better than my my Oahu markers that I have that I bought on Amazon for $20 or whatever.
You know, and I'm gonna get to that. So you got the chisel tip?
Yeah, it's just the regular, yeah, small, medium chisel tip. And I think what I'm gonna do is for the colors that I want, they do make a replacement nib. I found out because I was kind of tempted to return it because I was like, but they do make a replacement nib, so I'll probably end up getting them.
Cool. Yeah. Because and that brings you back to the point that I wanted to make was, so you have a nice first hand with the Copics versus the Ohuhus. I've seen videos. A lot of people. Abe was one of the guys. He recommended me the Ohuhus. I actually, from the videos that I seen, I heard nothing but great things. They're probably the best, aside from the Copics, the next, you know, generic alcohol marker on there, man. I mean, I don't know what your
I actually, yeah, I went around. I was recommending it to people that were like, you know, oh, I'm so jealous, you know, on my thing. I was like, you know, honest to God, dude, the Copics are great, but the Oahu markers are really good too, and they actually. From when I bought them, they've come out with a new version of it, and I don't know if it's any better or not. But with my experience, they're pretty good. And the thing I do like about the Oahu markers is even though your first layer that you put it on, so you can, most of them, they kind of layer over top of each other, which is a good and a bad thing depending on how you use them. Versus the Copics, which they'll layer with the brush, but when you go to the hard nib, they're a solid color. I don't know, I forgot the point I was making.
About the layering and stuff?
Yeah, but the Oahu's are pretty good if you are trying to go for that layering effect, which I often did on my previous works. But I still think overall the Copics blend a lot better.
Oh, yeah, of course. I mean, you know, Phalo, I think, asked me, you know, are the Copics, are they overrated, or, you know, are they worth the price? I say if you could afford them, I think they're worth the price. You know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely. I would say if you're a struggling artist and you know, are gonna afford to eat this week or buy Copics this week, I would definitely go with eating.
Yeah, for sure. But,
maybe cut out some of the junk food and buy an extra pack of Oahu's.
My brother actually he bought them, but he brought the chisel tip, so the version 1 of the Oahu's, and I tried them out. They're dope, dude. I think I'm gonna pull the trigger and buy that $100 set, like 140, 150 markers, something like that.
Yeah, dude, do it. So. Yeah, they're pretty good. The only thing that I have heard is that some people get mixed results with their what colors they actually get, which I think is a little weird that they wouldn't have a standard set of colors. Some people get more darks versus lights or lights versus darks, which I think is weird, but that's the only negative thing I've heard about buying the big group. I think the pack that I had was only the 72 pack, maybe less than that. I don't remember, but yeah, I would recommend them to any artist who's looking to get some good markers.
So I know the Copics, tomato. I know they're refillable, right?
Yeah, yeah.
So I've seen a lot of people who actually go ahead and use that to refill their own hoo-hoos. But
Ooh,
you didn't hear that
that's
from
actually
me.
that's
Huh?
actually a good idea. I didn't think of that.
So you didn't hear that from me though. Little artist
Yeah,
secret there, huh?
yeah. You know, and actually, that was something I was like, because they sell the various inks. And I was like, I thought about that after I bought that, and I was like, ooh, but I don't know. I got them now. I
Yeah,
got them now,
yeah.
and I used them. Michaels are they're pretty clear about their rules as far as returning stuff like that. So I'm stuck with them now.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
Are there any other things that you're doing now, maybe to evolve your skills, dude?
Um, yeah, I mean, so I'm taking David Finch's advice, and I am gonna start setting aside a little bit of time before each commissions just to warm up and practice on something that I'm weak on.
Mm.
He actually, and I'm gonna take this right from David's mouth. Um, I see a lot of people are agreeing with Oahu's good markers for the money, but I'm gonna take David's advice and I'm gonna start just opening up Bridgman a couple days a week, drawing everything in that book, and then redrawing it until it sticks.
Oh, dope.
And then obviously I'm gonna try to take advantage of the Copics and really work on my color theory. Uh, there's one guy I found on Instagram. He does a mixed media artwork. He does markers, watercolors, and color pencils,
Cool.
depending on the artwork, I believe. I'm still trying to figure out his process because he's just got the most vibrant colors that I've ever seen on a piece of artwork, and it's just so impressive to me that he can come up with this really crazy like space background and then somehow like perfectly mimic those colors and add in new colors into the actual like body and face of the character and just make it look like this really sweet wicked piece. His name is Idan Nabokurfus. It's very hard to pronounce. I don't.
Say that
It's a
five times
Don.
fast.
Yeah, his handle is art of Idan, IDAN,
Yeah,
and this dude's impressive. I mean, I want like I want to be able to color like that.
I think, man, I want to say that I want to say that you pronounce his name Eden.
Oh, maybe maybe it is. Yeah,
You
it
know,
might be
my
Eden.
my spelled differently. I'm just good with names. But don't quote me on that. Next thing you know, it's like no, it's pronounced Idon.
Yeah, I don't know. I've never actually talked to the guy, but
Yeah. Oh
but
yeah. I've been following him for a long time, and yeah, dude, that guy he could throw it down with some wicked color.
yeah, it's nuts. I'm just like he posts some stuff, some quick video tips, and I'm just trying to like parse through it as slow as I can, just so I can be like, how is he doing that? Like he just, it's like crazy color. It's like, what just happened?
Yeah.
Of course, they're all time lapses.
No, he's dead. Yeah, he's sick, dude. Definitely one of my favorites as far as the colors goes. So
Yeah, and
very impressive work.
he's got like 40,000 followers or 400,000 followers or something retarded. I was like, oh,
Yeah,
I wish.
He's dope, man. How's your YouTube channel?
Slowly dying.
What?
To be honest with you, yeah, I don't know what it is. I have my wife even says to me all the time is I have a hard time selling myself, and that's true. I'm not one of those guys. It's like I've never been a salesman. I'm never going to be one of those guys that's going to force something on somebody or be like, let me cram this video down your throat so you make sure that you watch it. I've never done that. And I don't think I ever could. But I post it and I put it up there, and lately all I've been doing is just taking my live streams and then putting them in speed mode and then putting them on YouTube, like times 1,000 or something, because I'm a very slow artist.
It's like, wow, the speed. No, you know what? It's cool that you say that, not about the speed, but the whole selling yourself. I am not one to do that as well. I want to kind of let my artwork speak for itself, and if anybody likes it, hit me up.
Yeah.
I've never been the type to, hey man, come and buy it. Come and buy it. I'm pretty sure we probably get more sales like that. But
yeah, probably.
This year was supposed to be the year where I was going to go to like art walks for the first time, but this whole mess happened and totally blew 2020 out the.
Oh, I know. I was so geared up. I wanted to go to a convention as an artist this year for the first time, like somewhere here in local, like in a small convention. Yeah. And pooped on that. My 2020 has been pooped on.
Nah, dude. I was actually looking forward to 2020 for my entire life, dude. I was like, oh yeah, flying cars and Jetsons kind of put this illusion in my head, and
yeah,
I'm like, okay, well, I'm still walking,
Yeah. I mean, at least we're everybody's healthy and stuff. Oh, don't mind the kid in the background. Sorry.
It's all good. Makes me feel right at home.
Yeah.
It makes me think of a reason why I didn't have a second one.
yeah, there you go. Yeah.
That's probably that's probably the reason why I didn't. I don't want to start over again.
Yeah, true that. Yeah, we're not sure about a second one or not.
All right, how about there, guys? Hear me any better? Saying it's kind of low on.
Yeah.
Oh well.
Hopefully my volume's okay.
Yeah, no, you're loud and clear, man. Testing 1, 2.
Oh, okay.
All right.
Yeah, I can hear you all right.
Cool. These if any of you guys missed it, episode number 40 of Chatting with Zim was Chatting with Thalo, where he interviewed me. And he sent me a bunch of questions. So, I call this the Thalo round here. And get ready to answer some questions here, James.
All right, cool, yeah.
Fast pace, fast blast here, I guess.
Oh, man, all right. Under fire.
Cool. You ready?
Yeah.
What song makes you instantly happy, my friend?
Instantly happy. Ooh. I don't know. That's a good question.
All right, next one.
Yeah, I'll have to come back to that. I don't know.
Yeah, Halo. I need a name for these. Thalo Speed Round? I don't know. We'll figure it out.
Thalo Speed Round.
Speed Round. What music do you hate or dislike? Hate is a strong word.
I don't like twangy country music.
Twangy country? Dude, that's very specific.
Yeah, I like the upbeat country music. And there is quite a bit I can listen to, but when it gets all like, I shot my dog and I drove my Ford and yada yada,
Yeah, change. Pencils, wooden or mechanical?
Mechanical, definitely.
Yes. Favorite pizza where you're at?
Ooh, Molinaro's. They have a sweet sauce. It's awesome.
Oh, dude, now I want some pizza.
Yeah,
Thanks.
It's so good.
You answered this in the last one, Marvel or DC, of course.
I'm gonna go with Marvel,
Yes.
definitely. Yeah, but I
Uh,
love DC. I love DC, but I'm gonna go with Marvel. Their characters are just more vibrant, and dynamic. I think.
the favorite curse word. You don't have to say it. You could spell it out, but
Probably the F word.
uh, the F bomb,
Yes.
huh?
Yeah. Yeah. I like I like to say the F word a lot.
Oh,
I get yelled at.
and let's see. We got a couple more. Let's. What profession other than your own would you like to attempt?
Ooh, that's a good one. There's a lot, but probably sculpting. I think would be a lot of fun. I've been
Oh,
wanting to do
sculpting.
that forever. Yeah.
Cool. You ever try it?
Way back in the day, like uh, high school.
Cool. And last one,
Now
and
I'm old. I could say that.
yeah, I'm right there with you, man. I'm 34, about to be 35 in 9 days.
Oh wow! Happy early birthday.
Thanks, bro. Appreciate it. I don't feel a day over 40. No, I'm just
Well,
joking.
that's good.
No, that's bad. No, I'm gonna be 35, man. I still feel like 25, 26. I don't feel my age at all.
Yeah, I don't really feel my age most days. Some days I do when it's like my back hurts, but
And last one to top it off, man. If heaven exists, what would you like to hear God say when you arrive at the pearly gates?
uh,
If you believe
welcome
in
to
heaven,
heaven.
welcome to
Yeah,
heaven.
welcome to heaven. Yeah, welcome to heaven. Shoot, I'd be like, that's cool. Hey, I made it.
Like, yes.
Yes.
Any? Do you got any other hobbies, James? Besides art, man.
Um, I'm into a lot of things, to be honest with you. My buddy says that I'm really good at a lot of things. I always just like, kind of a jack of all trades, master of none kind of thing.
Yeah, yeah.
But yeah, I do a little bit of video editing. I do websites. I'm a gamer. I play Call of Duty and stuff. Uh, there are other things. There are a lot of other things, but been mostly concentrating on art. I
Cool.
used to be a writer, which I think is going to help me out a lot when I do finally decide to make a comic book.
And
Um,
that was as a hobby or as like actual profession.
oh no, as a hobby, yeah. I used
Okay.
to write stories. I probably could pull out a book. I have a whole shelf of books where I just like started like 50 stories.
Oh, jeez.
I never finish any of them, but I start them.
Yeah. Well, hey, man, it's a good starting point. I'll tell you that much. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah, definitely.
And right now we're down to the last, I say, 10, 11 minutes, man. So if any of you guys, any of the viewers have any questions for James, definitely feel free to drop it into the little question mark or a card deck, whatever that is down there. That way we can
Yeah,
share it. I know
yeah.
we got one question already from Vinny Deed, the Young Wolf, my homeboy. He's asking, who is your favorite DC woman?
DC woman. I'm gonna have to say Poison Ivy just because that's my wife's favorite.
Oh, nice.
She said, "Good boy."
Second favorite?
Good question. Second favorite, probably Catwoman. I like
Oh yeah.
I really like Batman and Catwoman together. They make a good couple.
Oh yeah. I think flying or invisibility 7S. Oh, we actually have that question was asked in the show one.
Oh
The
yeah.
first episode. I don't know if you want to repeat it, man. You're more than welcome
Oh
to.
yeah. I mean, if I had to choose between the two, I'd probably go with flying. But yeah, I recall the question you had asked was was what would be my superpower? Yeah, and I said none.
Oh yeah.
Then I changed my mind. I was like, maybe I would do super speed if I had to choose.
No, that first answer was good though. Originally he's just trying to be, trying to play nice here, but he originally said he would not have a superpower, but he would be filthy rich like Bruce Wayne or Tony Stark.
Yeah.
So,
See, you got all the money in the world. You can do whatever you want.
Money is power, man. So there you go.
That's true.
That's a great superpower to have, especially in today's world, man.
Oh yeah, definitely.
And while we keep waiting, let's talk about something that we as artists are kind of iffy to touch on the subject, and that comes to referencing or copying for referencing, man. It's like, what are your thoughts on that?
You know what? That's really a good question because I do see stuff like that a lot. So I draw the line at doing a one-for-one copy. And obviously tracing is also a no-no to me. But I think drawing from reference is great. I do it all the time. There are actually often times where I will take a pose from like I don't know, we'll say Wolverine and turn it into like Batman.
Yeah.
Like that's okay because you're just using the pose. And you're also getting a little bit of the anatomical structure on top of it. But you know what I mean? Like you should have an idea. If you can't draw that on your own, like if you can't draw the anatomy on your own without having to completely look at it the entire time and draw verbatim every line, then maybe you should go back to the drawing board and try learning that stuff. But I don't see a problem with using references. I use references all the time. Like the one I oftentimes use myself as a reference. The one drawing I did of Mr. Sinister, I used the reference from my hand, and it turned out great. So I don't see a problem with reference. What I do see a lot, I shouldn't say a lot. I should say what I do see once in a while is I see artists drawing nearly verbatim someone else's artwork and then calling it and saying, yeah, I drew this. And then not saying, well, I drew this from David Finch or you know what I mean? Like, that's not okay. And then selling it, even worse, in my opinion. And maybe not everybody feels that way. And I think some people do pay artists for similarities. I've seen that happen before, which I don't know. I'm not crazy about it, but I mean, an artist has got to make a living too, No,
work.
But always make sure you're referencing your original artist if you are going to do that.
No, yeah, I definitely agree. For me, it's I'm a reference artist. One of the main reasons why I collect all these action figures, I got reference for days, angles for days.
Yeah.
There's a point in the art world as an artist where you're referencing where you're copying to reference versus copying somebody else's, that one of one, how you mentioned,
Yep.
And definitely, if you are going to do that, I think as an artist, I've heard other professional artists, podcasts and stuff like that, where they talk about it and they say, grab a teacher, whoever it might be. It could be professional or not professional, an artist that you look up to, and, reference their work, try to draw like them, but just know that, don't use that as your own. Don't pass it off as your own. That's when it becomes a no-no. Right.
Yeah, I agree 100%.
Yeah.
And I saw the one question 7 is life.
Yeah.
Says what about having your own character? I would say if you have your own character and you have a really good grasp on how to draw them in every angle, then you probably shouldn't need a reference. But I don't see a problem with using it for your own character. Like I said, I mean, turning Batman into Wolverine or Wolverine into Batman. You know, I mean, there's nothing wrong with that as long as you understand the structure that you're drawing and you understand, you know, how that pose is in 3D. You know what I mean? And you're not copying it verbatim. Then yeah, go for it. You know.
No, that's well said, man. I fully agree. Uh, let's see. Balo says, guy copied a
Just
piece
steal
of
from
mine.
Zen.
Hey, right? Yeah, gee, thanks, Balo. He copied a piece and then he tried to sell it to me. Some guy.
Oh my God, really?
Man, that sucks.
That's messed up.
Yeah,
That's like next level messed up. It's like facepalm. Like I wouldn't even know what to say to that if somebody tried to do that to me. Like, okay.
Yeah, man. I don't know. I'd be like, well, yeah. If you want to buy some of mine, and then I would show him or them, I would show them the copy. You know, the version they copied from me. It's like, oh, how about you buy some of mine?
Yeah.
That's awkward, dude.
Yeah, super awkward. I'd probably report them or something. I don't even know. That's so weird.
Yeah, it is, man. We've been there. We've done that. We've dealt with them. But
I asked for a discount, he said.
Oh, that's so funny.
That is funny.
You know, down to the last 3 minutes, man. Is there, besides just doing it, is there any other advice that you might have learned within the past few months, or something else for these new aspiring artists?
Yeah, you really yeah, I mean, honestly, just doing it is gonna get you far, honest to God. But I would say if I had to offer some suggestions to a newer artist, don't ever get discouraged. Keep on going, because you know what? At the end of the day, you're creating something that, whether or not you like it, is gonna increase your at the end of the day, your repertoire of how you can draw, or you know what I mean. And I would say, if you're just starting out, always use reference. Never don't use reference until you're comfortable not using references, because you're going to learn more that way. Don't a lot of younger kids like to just doodle and draw circles and squares and stuff, and you know what I mean. And that's okay if you're just doing it just to have fun. But use a reference, because you're going to learn from that reference, and it's going to go up here in your repertoire of poses every time you draw something. And then another thing I would like to say is, if you're gonna draw something, if you don't like it the first time, erase it, draw it again. If you don't like it the second time, erase it and draw it again until you've got an idea of how you're going to break that down. Break it down into shapes, however it's going to work for you, because at the end of the day, the only person that's going to improve your artwork is you.
Word. And you still doing your Facebook Lives on Thursdays?
Yes, Facebook Lives. I didn't do last week because of the holiday, but I definitely am going to be making another attempt, because I do have a lot of commissions to do, so I'll be doing a commission on my my live stream this Thursday at 7:30 Eastern.
Sweet. So, and I think that would wrap it up, James. That would wrap the show up.
Yeah.
Episode 55, man.
Yeah, word. Yeah, thanks again for having me on the show, man. I appreciate it. And thank you, everybody, for tuning in and watching us.
Yeah, and big thank you again, man. Like I said, doors always open. I love having you on, man. Great times.
Yeah, thanks, dude.
Never a dull moment.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, dude, just hit me up. Seriously, I have a blast.
We'll do, man. Definitely. And there you guys have it. That's James Sullivan, Sketching the Beast. You guys could find him on Instagram. You guys could find him on YouTube and Facebook. On Facebook, he is definitely has a lot more vibe there. So check out his lives on Thursdays, 7:30 p.m. Eastern time. And yeah, definitely take a look, guys.
Yeah.
Also, make sure you guys are up on YouTube. All the shows are on Chatting with Zim. It's all been updated. And next week, next Monday, we got Mac's family, Dizzy Halassian. So we're expect to see Dizzy here. Thanks again,
Cool.
James. Make sure you guys
Yeah,
go
no problem,
follow
dude.
Sketching the Beast. Peace.